Israeli government has just acknowledged receiving the list of names of hostages to be released tomorrow by Hamas. As expected, these are three adult men. One is the Franco-Israeli Ofer Kalderon that the French government has been working pretty hard to release. The other is Keith Siegel, an Israeli-American. Similarly, Steve Witkoff, who we were just talking about, has made big efforts to ensure that one of the two Americans still left in Gaza would be released this weekend. And finally, the third man is Yarden Bibas, a 36-year-old from the kibbutz of Nir Oz, who's become a kind of cause célèbre because he was taken by Hamas on October 7th, and separately from him, his wife Shiri and his two small children, Kfir and Ariel, became very famous because of the images of their kidnapping, with his wife holding the two babies in her arms with their red heads and sobbing. The Israeli government has requested from Hamas information about the condition of Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir Bibas, but none has been forthcoming thus far. So all we know is that he's expected to emerge tomorrow by himself without the rest of his family.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that swap tomorrow on France 24. Some developments today in Rafah, Noga. What can you tell us?
Well, quite a bit. So the ceasefire agreement signed a few weeks ago stipulated that the Rafah border crossing, which is the crossing between Gaza and Egypt, would be open next week. It has already been opened today, so that's a bit of a surprise. Israel agreed to that. And that means that Israel withdrew its forces. So we are unclear at this point on who is staffing the Gazan side of this Egypt-Gaza crossing. In other words, the Egyptian authorities obviously are on their side of the border, and we don't know, is it Hamas? Is it members of the Palestinian Authority, the way the international community has requested, but Israel has rejected? It's the weekend here. In Israel, government authorities aren't really responding to questions, and that is a big one, especially for Prime Minister Netanyahu, who has promised his base for months that neither Hamas nor the Palestinian Authority, which he refers to as equal terrorists, that neither one will be in charge of such a crucial place. So that is a big question that we're going to be following up on in the next few days. In addition, responding to those comments by President Trump that you just cited, saying he was going to clear out Gaza, there is a significant protest of people, some of them Gazans, on the Egyptian side of that border crossing. So having opened it, Egypt is giving the United States a signal here that it is allowing people to protest against the U.S. president under the guise of just a popular, spontaneous protest. But by opening that border, they have allowed this to take place. Obviously, we don't know what President Trump's ultimate intentions are, but at this point, there's absolutely zero Arab partners for his idea of emptying out Gaza.